everybody. I'm here with my guest, Hayden Rhoades. Hayden, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Hi, Hayden. So Hayden has been my student since your freshman year. Is that right?
Yep.
Very good. And Hayden is equally amazing on the clarinet and the saxophone. He plays alto saxophone and some tenor too, in jazz bands, and he's made the all-state band on both saxophone and clarinet. So he's a senior this year. And what's your plan for next year? Where are you going?
Well, I plan to go to Oklahoma State University and major in music education with a jazz minor.
Very nice. That'll be fun.
Yep.
I bet you're excited for the school year to end, huh?
Excited to see what new horizons await me.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited to talk about Winding Roads with you because Hayden is a very good jazz musician, and that's why this one was written for him. It wasn't even chosen for him, it was written for him in mind, especially with his last name in the title. So that's a lot, makes it a lot more fun. So I'm going to pop the music up on the screen. We'll talk about a few different practice ideas, and Hayden will play a few samples for us, and we'll go from there. All right, so this one is all about, really, it's a right hand study. So it's all about playing your F sharp on the right side and going up to A, and then F sharp on the right side and going up to A sharp, which is the same as B flat. So you get quite a workout with the right hand, and you have alternating rhythms between triplet and eighth notes, and you're in a swing style. So again, just like Baker's Blues, you're going to be swinging your eighth notes, emphasizing the offbeats, and there are a lot more tricky rhythms in this one. I'm going to be the first one to admit this one's pretty tough. Please don't let it scare you away from the rest of the book. I promise after this one, it gets back to normal rhythms that you're used to if jazz is kind of new to you. So you're welcome to skip this one and come back to it at another time. But you're going to get a really good right hand pinky workout, and as well as some chromatics. So look out for these chromatic passages, usually found in a triplet form. There's also a key change, so look out for that because that might throw you off guard in the middle. And what else? Lots of other pinky surprises. I think measure 8 is the trickiest. That one was really tough for me because you're going F sharp, A, F sharp, A sharp, F sharp, B, and then you do it again. F sharp, A, F sharp, A sharp, F sharp, B. So that is quite a workout when you put it back to back, and you're going at a quick pace. And we have glissando, so there's a few places for glissando. But I really want Hayden to talk a little bit about jazz articulation and how to best approach this kind of style of music because he's got a lot of experience with it. So Hayden, take it away. Tell us a little bit about how you would work on this.
Okay, so one thing I would definitely start with is just sort of getting that swing feel into you whenever you come to play it. So something you could do is maybe warm up and sort of just play uh, eighth notes in a swing style with maybe the metronome, because literally these triplets here are your eighth notes. They're in times. Your eighth note is going to be two triplets, and then the offbeat is going to be one. So it's going to be da 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 da. So one way you could practice it is with the metronome, doing one Lee two Lee three Lee. Set it on that rhythm that is listed in the tempo there. And then once you get sort of that feeling inside of you, that's a good starting point here. So you might start by just getting it into your system. So just doing something like that, or maybe do triplets then the eighth note. So
Oh, I like that idea. That's nice.
but once you get that into your system, that's what just go from there. Um, so just remember that a lot of it is just a triplet feel. Um, and I think a good way to kind of practice this is obviously practice it slow because it's not an easy etude to get. You could set a backing track of a drum set behind you and swing, or you could. Sometimes it's easy to um, sometimes it's easy to just sort of set a metronome and go. I mean, either way. But another thing to keep in mind is what you're articulating like. And so, a basic jazz articulation, the first one that I learned was is doing the offbeats, tonguing the offbeats. So if I was playing a bo ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do, think that va va va, not da da da. And so you might do this trill here, this F sharp to A trill, instead of doing tonguing on the offbeat. That's another way that you can
Okay.
sort of get it.
So you're
Um,
tonguing the A and you're also emphasizing the A's, right?
yes.
Okay.
And then an awesome way to get that offbeat feel in that 2 and 4 accent feel into your system, if you feel like you've got good time once you've practiced it a little, is you can set the metronome to just being on 2 and 4. So like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So you're practicing and it's giving you 2 and 4.
Yeah.
It's a brain workout, but at the same time it helps you emphasize those beats.
But that's how like all jazz tunes are counted off. It's like a one, a two, a one, two. They always do that, right?
Yep. And the hi-hat is always on 2 and 4.
Yeah, yeah. So you could practice along with like a jazz drum set doing that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you hear that hi hat, that would be helpful. And this one eventually is supposed to be kind of quick, but you could take it really slow, like a slow bluesy thing while you're learning it, and then you can push and try to do the boogie woogie style as you get more comfortable, because it's a pretty tough one. Like this is one that I think I have said I don't think I would ever actually perform this one live because it took me quite a bit to record it when I had to record it. It's tricky. So let's see if there's anything else I was going to say. Oh, yeah, let's talk about glissando. So we talked about glissando last week with Baker's Blues, and we have a couple of glisses in this one too. And they're kind of what I would call beginner level glissando because they mostly involve the top hand. And that's a really good place to start with glissando. It's easier to voice, it's easier to be flexible in that range. So we've got one here in measure 15 from A sharp to C sharp. We've got one over here in 22 from G sharp up to B. That one's really easy to execute. And then over here, 23 getting into 24, you've got F sharp to A sharp. And on that one, you can try 1 over middle for your fingering for the A sharp, and that's a little bit easier, at least for me, to do the slide. But that's something that you can mess around with and see what works for you. If you haven't watched Baker's Blues, watch that one because Caitlin and I talked extensively about how to approach glissando. And then Laura Campbell's video on how to do a glissando is a really excellent resource. I put that at the bottom of that YouTube video for Baker's Blues. I'll probably put it on this one as well, so it's really easy to find. But she describes it exactly the best way I could think of. So it's like if I have a student interested, I say watch this video, and then we'll talk about it at your next lesson. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Okay. Well, do you have anything else that you would say about this etude, Hayden?
One extra thing I might add is definitely practice it slow, because the thing about eighth notes is the faster you go, the less swingy they feel, the less the separation between swing and regular straight eighths is. So once you get to like a really fast tempo, like if you listen to Charlie Parker blitz through ahead, I mean, his eighth notes, they sound straight, but like you can feel the swing. But if
Yeah.
you listen back to it, it sounds practically the same as if he was playing it as straight eights. So your goal here is to really get the swing feel. So practice it slow and get that feeling in. So when you go fast, it does swing.
Well, do you mind playing a little bit of it for us?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Very nice. Thank you, Hayden.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, after graduation, which is happening very soon for you. What's your plan for the summer? Are you doing anything fun?
I'm gonna just stick around and enjoy myself. I am going to go on vacation over the summer, but that's about it for me. I'm gonna try and lay low and enjoy the last few moments of freedom I have.
Sure. I mean, it's just a different feeling. Your summer before college, you think, oh, I better do everything I could possibly do because when I go to college, I'll be so busy. But actually, when you get to college, there's so many fun activities that you'll crave that over the summers. You'll be like, oh, I wish school would start because there's so many fun things going on. I mean, of course, you'll have homework and assignments, but I really liked college. Of course I did because I kept going. I just kept going.
I am ready. I'm ready for college band. I'm ready to do rigorous rehearsal and perform like pros, but
yeah,
I'm not ready for the workload.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy my summer before the first workload.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, Hayden, thank you so much for joining me on this little chat, and I will see everybody next week. Thanks. Bye.